Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the finals, and I'm going to explain to you why the P90 is hands down the best gun for the medium class right now. This isn't just, I like the gun. We're going over how it actually plays, the stats that matter, how it feels in fights, and how it shifts the medium role in the current meta. Also, the exact situations where it doesn't belong in your hands. First, let's set the stage. The medium is the jack of all trades in the finals. You're not the speed demon light, you're not the armored heavy, you have enough health and enough tools to do a bunch of things. Contest faults, pressure a lane, hold a cash out, or swing into an objective when the team needs a body. Because you don't have a single gimmick, the medium lives and dies by weapon choice. Heavies can lean on their explosives and armor, lights can lean on their mobility and selection of SMGs, but as a medium, your gun picks often define how every engagement unfolds for you. Pick a weapon that's too niche and you'll feel useless in obvious fights. Pick the wrong range and you'll get melted. Pick the right weapon and you become the team's anchor, the flexible, consistent damage dealer that wins the little fights that decide matches. Okay, why is the P90 such a fit for the medium? Let's talk strengths. Number 1, raw rate of fire and sustained output. The P90 spits bullets incredibly fast and has a huge mag. In practical terms, that means you don't need perfect aim to win fights. You need to control your crosshair and land the spray. Against a flanker or a light trying to one-shot with mobility, the P90's DPS at close range is just brutal. Number 2, magazine capacity. 50 rounds in a single mag means you can often clean up 2 enemies, or 1 enemy plus finish another, without reloading in the middle of the chaos. That alone changes how confidently you can push or hold an angle. Number 3, easy recoil and hit consistency. The gun rewards steady targeting. If you can keep your crosshair roughly on the chest headline, the P90 will punish your opponent harder and more often than other weapons. That forgiveness is huge for the medium player who needs to juggle movement, peaks, and gadget usage. Finally, the P90 aligns with how the mediums actually play up on objectives, moving with your team, clearing rooms, and contesting short to mid corridors. You don't have to commit to extreme range battles. The P90 rewards the kind of mid to close fights the mediums get into consistently. Now zoom out. What does picking a P90 do for the team in the broader meta? Before the P90 showed up, mediums usually split between rifles and a couple of niche options. The AKM for steady medium range damage, the FAMAS for a burst style play that relies on precise aim, or a shotgun for tight maps. The FAMAS is that burst rifle. Very strong if you land your burst, but more punishing if you miss. The P90 changes that by offering a consistent middle option. It doesn't require perfect burst or hug the doorway shotgun timing. It says, I'll win most of the close to mid engagements by sheer sustained output and mag advantage. That changes the medium from a conditional, aim-dependent role into a Slayer support hybrid. You can aggressively clear flanks, you can hold a lane with suppressive fire, you can rotate without worrying about running out of bullets after one fight. Also important, the P90 is a fantastic counter to the light flanker. Lights often rely on short, brutal SMG trades and mobility to win duels. The P90 basically flips that dynamic. Instead of fearing the flanker, you're the one who can sit and trade more favorably in those close fights. In a coordinated play, a P90 medium forces the enemy light to rethink their routing. Suddenly, your team's flanks are harder to execute against. Of course, no gun is perfect. Here are the realistic caveats to the P90. Number 1, range limitations. The P90 is dominant at close and gets outclassed at longer sightlines. For long open ranges, rifles like the AKM or scoped marksmans will beat you. The P90 effective damage drops off relatively early compared to those rifles, so avoid fighting across big open maps. Number 2, ammo discipline. A 50 round mag is generous, but if you spray aimlessly, you'll still burn it. Don't treat it like it's an infinite spray toy. Controlled bursts and short taps when you need them will convert to more kills. Number 3, heavy shields / positioning. If a heavy is well appointed with cover or a shield, the P90 alone won't instantly shred them from full health. You'll need a gadget help or teammates to break the strong defensive holds. So yeah, the P90 is great in most fights, but you still need to pick your engagements and have a teammate who can hold long sightlines when necessary. Now it's time for tips. These are the practical things that'll get you more kills with the P90. Pre-fire corners. Because of the max size, pre-firing tight angles is a huge equalizer. If you suspect a light is camping a doorway, hold the trigger as you clear. 50 rounds means you can afford to push that risk. Hipfire versus ADS. Hipfire on the P90 is very serviceable at point blank ranges and lets you stay mobile. Use ADS at mid range when you need a tighter precision. Learn to toggle quickly, it's a massive advantage.
My bad, that was a misplay.
Next tip, movement synergy. The P90 pairs well with aggressive medium movement, slide, strafe, and jump peek while keeping your aim centered. Since recoil is manageable, you'll maintain accuracy while being hard to hit. The next tip, smart reloading. Don't reload after every kill. Holding 15 to 25 between fights is often more useful than topping off. You'll survive surprise pushes more often. Next up, the gadget combos. Gas grenade plus P90 is brutal. Gas forces players to reposition, and the P90 punishes them instantly. And when a teammate runs a healing beam, a P90 medium becomes frighteningly hard to remove in short trades. So let's close this out with the bottom line. The P90 is the most well-rounded, most impressive weapon you can pick for the medium right now in the finals. Look at the numbers. 50 rounds per mag. One of the fastest fire rates in the medium's entire arsenal, and recoil so forgiving that even if your tracking isn't perfect, you still shred. The time to kill in close quarters is better than the AKM. It's faster and more forgiving than the FAMAS, which demands laser perfect burst, and compared to the shotgun, it doesn't lock you into tiny map specific fights. You're dangerous in 90% of the scenarios with the P90. Think about the counters too. Lights, they lose their identity against the P90 medium. Their whole game plan is based on winning quick duels with SMGs, but against 50 rounds of laser spray, they just get deleted. Heavies, sure they've got their shields and LMGs, but the P90 lets you chip them down faster than any other medium weapon, while still being mobile enough to reposition. And in mid-range trades, you've got so much ammo to sustain pressure that even if they duck behind cover, you can keep them there. And then there's the bigger picture. The P90 doesn't just give you the confidence, it changes the psychology of the fight for the enemy team. They stop challenging you up close, they second guess their pushes, they waste time looking for long angles or double teaming you because they know if they peek alone, they're gone. So when you add it all up, the stats, the consistency, the way it invalidates light flankers, the way it forces enemies to respect you, it's not even really a debate. If you're running a medium and you really want a weapon that wins you most of the fights with the least drawbacks, the P90 is it. End of story. Now, let's roll the gameplay so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. I appreciate you guys stopping in. I'll see you in the next one.
Infinite war. Forever war. Complete 100% war forever. No, keep the war going. I love war. Ah, I love war. They're so racist. Millionaire! Millionaire!